What the hell is a Styles?
Hi everyone, welcome to HappyCool. My name is Americ, this is Sandrine, and we are going to review Teen Wolf Season 6, Episode 2, titled Superposition.
First, some quick thoughts. A lot of people are back this episode. There's Coach, there's Parrish, there's Deaton. It's a reunion.
Welcome back.
What is
Welcome
it?
back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I also really enjoyed the moments between Scott and Liam. It seemed that even though Coach thought that Scott was talking about lacrosse, I feel like there was a lot more that he was talking about. I mean, he was really talking about Liam taking over for him as a werewolf, protecting Beacon Hills, because he's gonna go.
The subtext was definitely there, for sure. But let's move on to the Ghost Riders.
Yes.
It's very interesting to see that Liam kind of had like a sixth sense that something's wrong with his best friend, which is kind of cute.
I know, it's like, something's wrong with Mason. I'm like, what? You can tell? That's cute.
It's kind of like Scott with Styles, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So they're pushing the parallels a little bit further between Scott and Styles and Liam and Mason. I like it.
And of course, we got the whole storyline with Corey and Mason actually seeing the Ghost Rider. But the interesting thing is that normally they wouldn't have been able to see them, meaning that they weren't after them.
Yeah.
But because Corey has this ability to become invisible, he was able to see them through that. And then I guess if he makes you invisible, then you inherit those powers too.
Yeah.
And the biggest question that we're wondering is, does that count as in you've seen the Ghost Riders and they will come after you next?
That is a very good point. I actually have a theory about this. I think Corey doesn't actually go strictly invisible. He actually goes into a different dimension. And in that dimension, you can't see him, but he can see things at that particular level.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of it, that would also explain the fact that when he went into that dimension, he saw that card that was left there that no one else could see, but he could see. But when he saw it and touched it and came back, he brought it back into our dimension.
So it's like a different plane of existence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
And that's maybe the key to understanding the Ghost Riders.
And then if you want to take it then further, once he saw the card, and once they're starting to remember,
it starts to come back.
The memories come back, but the person didn't come back, right?
Yes. We don't know.
Well, the person doesn't come back yet, right? I don't think they will just come back like that because they physically have been taken away, right? Mm-hmm. The memory is like it's just like almost like a blur. Like you can it's there, but you can't see it, or like there's like a filter on it, right? Yeah. But the person is physically gone. So my question is though, because Corey seems to have those extra powers or powers that see this different plane, if the people that they're taken are put in this plane, could he be the key to actually finding them?
That's a good
finding
point.
where they
That's
put them.
a good point. Ooh, exciting!
Lots of questions. Corey is like front and center in this episode.
Let's move on to the act of remembering Styles, which is interesting because everybody was jumping into this motion. So Malia, Lydia, Scott, all of them working together to just say there's something missing, there's something wrong, there's something not there.
It seems like it's really the people that were closest to Styles, the people that Styles affected the most, right? Because, I mean, Liam and Mason and all that, they know Styles, but they don't have the same connection that these three have. I thought it was interesting because originally I thought that Lydia was going to be the main one to remember.
No, but it's everyone.
But all the three of them are all feeling like, there's just... I just can't put my finger on it. There's something is missing, and they're putting things
something rotten in Beacon Hills.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
So Deaton explains it as like the phantom limb syndrome, kind of, except it's with your mind, I guess. Like your mind has
something
been missing, and you can almost feel it. This whole thing of when we have Scott playing lacrosse with Liam, he's like, your reverse was not working, and he's like, oh, I guess I'm thinking of someone else. I'm like, Styles, and then he's going to the locker. Malia is spooning the guy like she's a big spoon.
Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Just go with it.
And then she's chaining herself, and she's like, wait, like...
How did I chain myself?
How did I do that? Lydia is reliving the whole final scene by herself, and she's like, wait, there was somebody there. It actually makes me think, and for... those of you who are Doctor Who fans, it made me think of Amy Pond when Rory disappears and she forgets him, but then randomly she'll start crying when she thinks about, or when things that would sort of remind her of him.
She doesn't know why.
But she doesn't know why. So a lot of people are like, why are you crying? She's like, oh, I don't know. And it's just a little bit similar where they know, they can feel it. And she's like, Malia's like, I know I'm not supposed to transform. I just don't know why.
Yeah.
Like there's something there. And I think it's really cool.
It is pretty cool.
And I have to mention Lydia.
Yeah.
Because she says, I remember that whoever it was, I loved him. And my theory is, maybe it's just because I'm like, romantic at heart, but my theory is that she always loved Styles, but part of her didn't want to admit it. But in this case, all those barriers that she put on herself when she's conscious of like, oh, Styles exists, they're gone. And I think the raw feelings are coming out of her.
Wow.
So the true feelings that Lydia has for Styles.
Someone's going deep.
Out.
It's going deep. But my biggest question is surrounding the sheriff's wife.
Yes.
What is the deal with that? Because it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, I was very confused about why would she be back.
Here's the thing. There's two ways to understand what the ghostwriters do. They erase the past, right? They erase someone from the history. Like, we don't know that they were there. We won't remember them, right? But they existed, right? Like, they didn't not exist. They existed. They did the things, except no one remembers them.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how we're remembering things.
Right.
But in this particular case, if the sheriff's wife is there, then Styles didn't exist. They're saying we removed out of his existence. He was never there to begin with.
Yeah.
So all the things that Styles didn't happen. But clearly Scott and Malia and Lydia are showing that all the things that he did actually were done.
Yeah.
Right? Like those, Scott was bitten and Styles was around and he was the one who chained Malia. So all the things that he did actually happened.
Yeah.
They just don't remember.
Yeah.
But
So why,
Sheriff's wife is like an anomaly, right?
Yeah.
Because she goes against that whole
Yeah.
logic of it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Absolutely.
I really am curious to hear your thoughts about this.
Yeah.
I have a theory
Yeah, what's your theory?
about this. I mean, it's not a strong one, but I'll go with it because that's how I roll.
Go with it
I got
there.
theories. I think she's not really Sheriff's wife. I don't think she's Styles' mom.
But, like, first of all, who would she be? And then who put her there and why? Like, see, that's the whole thing. I'm just like, wait.
I don't know, but it might not still... I just get a feeling she's not who she's supposed to be.
I mean, either we're not, obviously, or there are a lot of things that they haven't explained or we're not understanding. But yeah, it's so far from what we've seen, it's contradicting itself a little bit. But yeah, of course, we'd love to hear what you guys think. If you have an explanation.
Yeah. And if you also have an explanation on the rest of
our thoughts,
of this whole episode, please comment below, let us know.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It's always really helpful for us. We always really appreciate it.
Make sure to subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye. Welcome back. Welcome. Oh, seriously? Really? You're just gonna walk away? You're gonna Styles me? You're gonna Styles me?